please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
Well, Fortis Healthcare will be in focus after the board of directors have received binding bids for the company. Ekta, yesterday the stock ended virtually at the high point of the day. You were waiting by for some of these details. Tell us.
Well, you know, this time round, the press release from the board did come out at a reasonable time. It was post-markets. But interestingly, they haven't dwelled on any details which have come through with regards to the final bids. It was just a small little paragraph that they released saying that they have received final bids, the board is going to evaluate it, and that's about it. They didn't give us details in terms of how many bids they got and, you know, far away from the details of the bids also. So that continues to be a mystery. But what we do know from sources is that Manipal and TPG have submitted a bid and IHH has submitted a bid. The big surprise is that the Munjal-Burmans, who were actually chosen in the previous bidding round, actually have backed out from the bid, so they haven't put in a bid, and neither has Radiant KKR. So the real fight now comes down between these two big hospital players. They are entirely hospital players, which is basically Radiant KKR and Munjal-Burman, Manipal-TPG as well as IHH. So the real story and the bidding process is going to come down between these two. But again, we don't have many details with regards to what the bid entails, but we have heard rumors about, you know, a possible open offer element, etc. But that's completely unconfirmed. So maybe the stock will continue to be a little more excited on account of the lack of details and maybe the hope for details soon enough.
Okay, all right, Ekta, thanks so much for that. Well, it's the day in the Tata Sons versus Cyrus Mystery case. The NCLT will pronounce the verdict in the Tata Sons Cyrus Mystery case later today. Yash Jain joins us early this morning to fill us in with all those details. Hey Yash, good morning.
Good morning, Nigel. So after 4 months of marathon hearing, finally the NCLT, or the National Company Law Tribunal, today will draw down curtains as far as the Tata Sons and Cyrus Mystery matter is concerned. The verdict from NCLT is likely to be around 10:30 to 11 a.m. in this particular case, which, if you remember, was filed back in December 2016, after which there has been a series of hearings in this particular case. And essentially, the argument here is that Cyrus Mystery's counsel has alleged that there have been cases of mismanagement and oppression of minority shareholders as far as Tata Sons is concerned. Now, to quickly run you through these specific allegations which have been leveled, the first one is on the point of oppression of minority shareholders, where Cyrus Mystery has, of course, referred to the two companies owned by Cyrus Mystery, which are Cyrus Investments and Sterling Investments. According to him, the manner in which he was removed, first as the chairman of Tata Sons and then later on as the chairman and the director of the various Tata Group companies, was oppressive to the minority shareholders, which of course happens to be the single largest shareholder. The second one is on the mismanagement part, where Cyrus Mystery has alleged that there has been serious mismanagement as far as Tata Sons and the various Tata Group companies are concerned. He's named a few companies, be it Tata Motors, Tata Teleservices, Tata AirAsia India, and so on and so forth, and said that this has led to heavy revenue loss as far as these companies are concerned. So yes, a final verdict is to be announced today, and if the verdict is in favor of the Mystery camp, then it will be a major victory for them after a series of defeats. But if not, then still Cyrus Mystery will have the option of challenging NCLT's order before the National Company Law Appellate Tribunal.
Well, let's go across. As we slip into a break, let's get a quick weather update from SkyMet.
Hi, this is Fawzia. Welcome to SkyMet Weather Report. Beginning with Mumbai, moderate to heavy rains will continue to lash the city, along with parts of coastal Maharashtra, South Gujarat and coastal Karnataka, all thanks to the offshore trough along the west coast that has kept monsoon active over the region. Light to moderate showers may occur over Kerala, parts of Tamil Nadu, including Chennai and coastal Andhra Pradesh. Interior Karnataka, including Bengaluru, will too see scattered rain activity. Rains have also picked up pace in central India, wherein light to moderate rain will occur over Vidarbha, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. Up in north, the monsoon trough would continue to give moderate to heavy rains over Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, parts of Punjab, foothills of Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. North Haryana could also see good rains, while isolated showers might be seen in parts of North Rajasthan and Delhi NCR. The same trough would give moderate to heavy rains in West Bengal, Assam and Arunachal Pradesh during the next 24 hours. Let us have a look at the temperatures. Delhi would have a maximum of 35 degrees Celsius. The maximum temperature in Kolkata would be 33 degrees Celsius. In Chennai, the day temperature would be 35 degrees Celsius. That's it, wrapping up. For more updates, stay tuned to skymetweather.com.
Well, we have Manisha Gupta joining in to tell us what she's tracking from the commodity and the currency space this morning. Manisha, over to you. Okay, Manisha, is our voice reaching you?
Hi, yeah, I can hear you.
Go ahead.
Sorry. So, it really has been about the international cues yet again, which have seen the commodity prices go all over the place. One, of course, is you have seen a slower export growth in all Asian economies like China, South Korea, Japan, etc. And now when you look at the manufacturing activity, that also seems to be slowing down in China and in much of Eurozone as well. Not a good news for commodities, raw materials, or the metals, etc. The other thing to watch out for is that the U.S. tariffs on $34 billion worth on Chinese products are set to kick in on Friday. And it's not just China. I mean, China has said it will retaliate. You also have similar language coming in from Canada, Mexico, European Union. So this doesn't seem to be dying down too soon and will start impacting metals sooner or later. We have seen a sell-off come in for many of those metals. Even today in Shanghai, the copper prices are trading at a 7-month lows. You have zinc hitting a fresh 11-month lows. So there really is no respite in the metal space. Every bit of an uptick that we have seen has been getting sold off into when it comes to metals. The crude oil prices on the other side did see strong gains yesterday. We did see a fresh 2014 highs for the U.S. crude oil prices above $75 per barrel. But that, of course, led to some profit taking very soon. Markets are continuing to watch out for the U.S. statement. Today, of course, is going to be an easy day because the U.S. markets are shut. But statements from OPEC in sense of Libya and Venezuela output will be kept an eye on. And apart from that, I think most bankers are quite positive because when you look at the Goldman Sachs or the Morgan Stanley reports, they are expecting crude oil prices to hit $82 to $85 in this year itself. So there are more bullish positions and fundamentals rather than a selling call coming here.
Okay, all right. Thanks so much for that, Manisha. Well, let's hop across to Manglam. He's getting us the cues in the derivatives market. Hey, Manglam, morning.
Morning, Nigel. So, yesterday, yes, we did move higher, closer to that 10,700 mark. But the cues from the F&O space, they're rather mixed, indicating some choppiness in a range. Why do I say that? Well, while despite the markets moving higher and the Nifty futures premium going to about 24 points as compared to 1 point, the FI's net bought just about 47 crores in index futures. Out there, if you take a look at the breakup, there was close to around 6,300 long positions added. At the same time, there was also 5,100 short positions added. Similar was the case in index options as well, a net buy figure of close to 116 crores. Out there was some protection sought on the downside, long puts added to the tune of 9,600 contracts, while again, a part of the street believed that maybe there is some support given the short puts that were added were close to 10,400. So really, choppiness in a range is what the F&O data indicates. Maximum open interest, again, remember, at the lower level is 10,600 put. The higher end at 11,000 continues, but we need to watch out for what takes place in the 10,700 and 10,800 mark. We saw some put writing at 10,700 as well as 10,600. 10,800 call writers felt a bit jittery. They unwound some positions out there. In terms of stocks, a lot of long positions added on 2 stocks yesterday, the likes of Just Dial as well as Tata Elxsi, as well as some short positions built on Vedanta.
Okay. All right, Manglam, thanks very much for that. Let's go across to Sonal now, who joins in with all the stocks which are in focus today. Sonal, morning.
Good morning, Ekta. Well, pharma stocks will be in focus today, starting with Unichem Labs, because the company has received an approval from the US FDA for an anti-allergy drug. So that stock will be in focus today. Cipla also has received US FDA nod for an HIV drug, that is emtricitabine. So that stock will be in focus as well. GE Power India has received an order from BHAL worth rupees 467 crores. IG Sec Heavy Engineering Limited has also emerged as an L1 bidder from an order from NTPC, and the value of the order is expected to be at around that 700 crore level. Electro Steel Casting will also be in focus because the company has a board meeting on 12th of July to consider the proposal of raising of funds by issue of equity shares on preferential basis. Back to you.
Okay, all right. Thanks so much for that, Sonal. Well, on that note, we'll wrap up on Power Breakfast. Bazaar Morning Call comes up next.